In Washington, D.C., chaos erupts as a JTF helicopter is shot down by the Outcasts, causing it to crash through the roof of the Mexican embassy. Agents are swiftly assigned to locate the wreckage, rescue the pilot, and secure the supplies. Time is of the essence, as the Outcasts are moving in, eager to claim the spoils for themselves. With a sense of urgency, the agents embarked on their mission. Their first challenge was to obtain Level 1 security clearance, ensuring access to the restricted areas within the building. Maneuvering through the debris, they navigated through the darkened hallways, keeping on full alert. As they ascended towards the ambassador's office, the agents faced numerous outcast forces. Fighting through, they would eventually obtain Level 2 security clearance, granting them entry to the ambassador's office. There, they were confronted by explosives that had been rigged by the Outcasts. Working quickly, the agents were able to secure and neutralize the threat. Working their way through the atrium, they began to see some of the damage caused by the helicopter's impact. While continuing to push forward towards the crash site, the agents are met with wave after wave of Outcasts. But they fought through and eventually would meet up with the injured pilot, John Yazzie. Miraculously, he had survived the crash, but this would now add another layer of complexity to this already dangerous situation. Determined to claim the facility, the Outcasts kept pushing through. Agents would need to continue holding them off, while also making sure that John Yazzie is safe and extracted from the building.
I know we've had our differences in the past, but this isn't about immigration policy. This is about quarantine. Some of these isolated communities have never been exposed to the measles or MRSA. Even if your people aren't infected, they could still be a threat. I want to work with you, but I need assurances that we won't accidentally unleash a secondary outbreak. Have Sarah set up testing facilities. If the refugees clear medical, I'll see what I can do.
In a tense conversation between the Mexican ambassador and what is likely to be a representative of the US government, the ambassador acknowledges the historical differences they've had, perhaps related to immigration policies, but emphasizes that the current situation should be viewed in a different light. The ambassador highlights the potential risks posed by isolated communities who have not been exposed to diseases like this. Despite their concerns, the ambassador expresses a willingness to collaborate and find a solution.
Nice watch.
Yeah, yours too.
Glad to see you're still orange.
Handy, isn't it? You team up with anybody yet?
Not really.
It's hard to tell who you can trust these days.
Yeah. To be honest, I never really thought we'd be activated. The checks were nice, though.
You got a name? Or do you just want to be called Agent?
Sorry. Yeah, Espinoza.
Kelso. Try not to fuck me over, Espinoza. You good? Still got all your parts?
Yep, I'm fine. Probably need some new armor, but nothing penetrated.
God bless the bulletproof hoodie.
Right? Thanks for having my back.
You don't have to thank me.
I know.
Well, guess I should be going. It's been fun working with you.
Yeah. We make a pretty great team.
Yeah, we kinda do.
Maybe we could keep working together.
Nothing in the manual says we can't.
You want to be my partner, Kelso?
Sure. Just friends, though.
Kelso and Agent Espinoza met quite early on after the outbreak, but it was late enough that they were both skeptical about each other. This paints the picture of what it was like among the division ranks after so many of the first waves started going rogue. They couldn't even trust each other. However, maybe reluctantly at first, they began to work with each other and would grow a tight bond.
You don't have to stay, you know.
Thanks for the offer, but I'm not going anywhere.
You've got family down in Mexico. I'm sure they'd take you in.
Well, I got family here too. They may not be blood, but they're family. And I need to trust her to have their back.
And who's going to have yours?
Kelso. She's too stubborn and crazy to let me die. I'll be fine.
Back at the Mexican embassy, the ambassador tells Agent Espinoza that he is a way out. that he doesn't need to stay in the US. He has family back in Mexico. But Espinosa, loyal to his duty as a division agent, insists that he must stay to carry out his mission, and that Kelso will do her best to keep him safe. For those of you who don't remember, we would catch up with Agent Espinosa later on at the Jefferson Trade Center. He was assigned to the mission to reactivate the Isaac substation that was stored underneath the building. Unfortunately, he would be captured by hyena leader Coyote.
Hello? Is this the division? Looking for someone?
Who is this? How are you on this channel?
Friend of yours gave me a real nice wristwatch. He's right here. Want to talk to him? If you want him back, we can make a deal. You back off, we'll deliver him unharmed. Mostly.
They'll keep him alive. They aren't stupid. Just find that hyena piece of shit and waste her.
Coyote contacted the division agents via Espinosa's watch and told them that she had the agent and warned that if they didn't leave the compound, they would kill Espinosa. But Kelso attempted to call her bluff. She told the agents to proceed through the trade center, believing that Coyote wouldn't be stupid enough to harm him. However, the division agents would soon meet with the hyena leader in the courtyard, and there they watched as Coyote took Agent Espinosa to the top of a balcony before shooting him with her sidearm point blank, causing him to fall 3 stories to the ground floor, where he was killed on impact. Damn it, Kelso. To be fair, this isn't news to us. We learned of this event in the first playthrough of the story, where Kelso was just a little bit too blasé about the situation her fellow agent was in. However, from this, we learned that Kelso and Espinosa were actually quite close. He even considered her his family. I don't know, I just find this really disappointing. Not just another agent, but someone she's close to, and she still didn't bat an eye and told the agents to run on in, regardless of the threats to Espinosa's life. Why the rush? We could have caught up with Coyote later. Realistically, Coyote could have killed him, regardless of what we did, but there was still a chance there. I realized that slowing down and taking the time to assess the situation really isn't Kelso's strong suit, but this is just another situation where Kelso has acted just a little bit too recklessly, like there is more to it. I try really hard to like and trust Kelso, especially since the last few times I've ripped into her on social media, there is at least one developer that comes to her defense, which makes me think she isn't actually meant to seem as dodgy as she comes across. There is a big divide in the community between those who trust her and those who don't, and I probably need to take a little bit of responsibility for that. But, intentional or not, there are just so many red flags. I was hoping to get this out before Season 1 was released. Because of the John Yazzie rescue, it would have led in nicely. But, you know, real life stuff has been keeping me a little busier than usual lately. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this. Thank you once again for watching these videos, and Extremis Malus, Extreme Remedia.